Most civilians are at work, so I'm going to keep this nice and short. Just a couple of things. First of all, yes, I put up another video. This guy talking, and what does he do? He basically compares Jamaican behavior to drug dealing indirectly by saying that there's certain kids out there who are out there selling drugs, and they wake up in the morning, they walk like a Jamaican, they talk like a Jamaican, while talking about them selling drugs, right? So again, I'm going to ask, if a guy is a child abuser or a wife beater, and I say, oh, he walks like a Pakistani, talks like a Pakistani, and he beats his wife and abuses underage white girls, would that be an okay comparison? No, right? But again, we have yet another example of this guy being a racist. Now, people are stopping to say things like, oh, he can't be racist because he's helped raise money for charity. Last year on tour, we raised just under $1 million, and the year before that, we raised about the same for Syria and Palestine. I've also collected for Nigeria, Somalia, Yemen, and a few other countries. Does that now mean that I can't be questioned when I do something bad? They talk about how he's worked with certain charities and whatnot. I was one of the most open supporters of organizations, like Cage, So does that mean now I'm exempt from criticism? No. Another thing I want to say, because there's a few of you that are doing this, and it's really, really, really annoying. I don't want to swear. I know you think you mean well or you're doing something good, but please, for God's sake, stop romanticizing my motives for the things that I do. No, I did not snap because I've got racial abuse from Asians while I was married to an Asian, right? There's a couple of you on post talking all this rubbish about how, oh, I snapped and it's the emotion. And no, it's not that. There's no emotion when I do what I do. In fact, a lot of the time I'm laughing when I do it because it's funny, right? Stop trying to add this vulnerable, hurt, triggered person. I'm not that. Anyone who knows me will know I'm not that person. I'm not. The only emotion I really feel more time when I'm doing these things is amusement. Yeah. So please, you people out there trying to tell my story, this is not Batman, Bruce Wayne, Spider-Man. I'm not trying to avenge Uncle Ben. No one's out here crying about something an Asian did to me. When you guys say these things, you think you're defending me, but really all you're doing is detracting from the importance of what we're talking about. Simple as. So all of you, especially these, I know some of you, I know it's sisters doing it that care or whatnot, and you want to show support or whatever. If you want to support me, share the videos. Yeah, share the videos and flipping call racism out when you see it. I don't need you to make up bullshit. You don't even know me like that. Most of you talking have never met my wife, never even met me in person. So what makes you think somehow, just because you have been hurt by something in your life and that's what motivates you to do what you do with your activism, because a couple of these people doing this are activists, yeah, sister, you know who you are. I'm not going to call your name because I don't want to upset you. I know you're sensitive, you don't like being called out, but please, if you don't know, if you're going to lie about my motives, keep my name out your mouth, innit? Stop this nonsense of how, oh, I was triggered because I snapped from pressure. No Asian can pressure me, bruv. Are you mad? Nobody can pressure me. And ask anyone that knows me from when I was in college, from when I was on, anyway, let me not even say that. But from when I was in college, from secondary school, I've always been active calling out racism. And I will be active. It's one of those things. Since I was 10 years old, I've known what racism is. So please, yeah, to that particular sister, particular Mauritian sister, please, yeah. I don't want a problem with you, but we will have problems. Stop saying these things about me because it's not true. I'm not doing what I do because I was triggered or pressured by something my wife's family did, or any Asians for that matter. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. Racism, yeah, is wrong, and it should be fought. You don't need to be a victim. You don't need to be triggered by something to do something that's right. I always call out misogyny too. So was I a victim of misogyny as well? No, I just call it out because it's wrong. So stop making up this nonsense, man. It's pissing me off because you're pushing this narrative of this, this sensitive man, he's an angry black man. That's what you're doing. That's the narrative you're pushing, and that's not the case. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get angry like everyone else, but that's not what defines me, yeah? Oh, stop this nonsense. Like, seriously. Like, not everything romanticized. Just stick to the facts. I call out racism because racism is dumb. I call out sexism and misogyny because it's dumb. Simple as. My anger, what I do, how I deal with anger, I'll show you how I deal with anger now, yeah? Maybe some of you should do this as well. When I'm angry, I don't go on Facebook or wherever, yeah?